Hello and welcome to the dungeon. My name is Dan and today we're looking at the Battle for Middle-earth 2 from the Lord of the Rings games. Made by EA back in 2006, this is quite the classic title, which sadly is no longer available via digital distribution. The only way to play is if you can find a copy, and because they are no longer in circulation, that could be quite tricky. In terms of playing the game though, there are plenty of single player features, and for multiplayer you just have LAN, I'm afraid. There were servers but they've been gone for quite some time. So before we get into the solo play, which is the meat and bones of this product, let's go to My Heroes and I'll show you a very fun feature. The Witch King. What a badass. Right, so these are all preset heroes that have been created for this title, and if you wanted to create your own, you go to New Hero, go for various different classes. Let's go for a Corrupted Man. Actually no, change my mind, Servant of Sauron. Various different creatures, I think an Orc Raider will be fun. And various skill points here to use to increase your guys' abilities and whatnot. I'm going to call him Dan. Lots of customization options. Let's give him... yeah, that'll do. Yeah, looking good. Okay. Now here we come to the actual stats, very similar to old RPGs, just... I'm not doing it seriously, just giving him a bit of everything. Yeah, that'll do. And now we have Dan. Ooh, actually, one thing before we forget, our powers. Let's give him Firebomb, and let's make him a leader for further upgrades. Cripple Strike, sure, and I think I might be done there. And there we have Dan the Orc. So very fun, but let's get on to solo play. So there are 3 different ways you can play this single player. The first is my personal favourite, is Skirmish, just you and some teammates versus the comp, and just, yeah, having a blast that way. The second is War of the Ring, very similar to Total War series. You're on a map, you're trying to take various territory, you can build certain buildings, you can raise armies, have heroes lead those armies. It's all done by turns, very tactical. A bit basic, not really this game's strongest aspect, but it is there if you want it. And now we have the campaigns, which are just really good. They follow the storyline north of Gondor and all those places. So during the events of The Lord of the Rings, you follow various elves and dwarves as they attack the goblins, and with all kinds of other forces coming into play. It's very enjoyable. Plus you get to go through various other heroes such as Arwen, she's there, Elrond, he does a lot of voiceover in this game. That's another thing I wanted to mention, is that for this, it borrows a lot of voice work from the actors in the trilogy. So Viggo's in it, John Rhys Davies is in it, Orlando, Sir Ian, they're all involved, which is great, to be honest with you. So let us go to Skirmish, and I think I want to play somewhere quite forestry. I will go to Endwave instead and see how it is. Right, I really like Mordor, so that's who I'll be. For my enemy, let's try getting some men. For difficulty, I'll stick them as hard, some hard men, teehee. and see how I do. Oh, for my hero, Dan. Got to be Dan. Right, let's see. I am running this game on the very highest of graphics. For later hardware, that shouldn't be a problem at all. And one good thing to mention, this game still runs on later hardware. This is Windows 10, and as you can see, it's still running. So here's my main base. I have various different builder units. So let's take one orc and build a main resource area, which is, what's it called again? The slaughterhouse. Great stuff. And let's build my first unit building, which is an orc pit. Okay, also powers are very important. These boost our forces and give us resources and other damage occurring abilities. Let's do Tainted Land, which makes the area very nasty for good people. Okay, that's one slaughterhouse built. Let's build another one. Wargs over there, so I'll avoid them for now. So if you've ever played Command and Conquer and StarCraft, very, very similar mechanics. You build various structures, you create your forces, you equip them, you look for other techniques to boost their performance, all kinds of stuff like that. And then, when the main enemy shows up, you kill him. Okay, I like to have at least one more. I do like the voice work of these orcs as well. That's one of the things I really do like about the Shadow of War and Shadow of Mordor games, is just the orcs are all British and nasty and, yeah, very, very gruff, Londony accents. Okay, so I've got my resource making buildings up so far. For zoom, there's my orc boys looking all orcish. Yeah. How are my archers doing? There they are, just in time. So, I am going to take care of those wargs. In the meantime, I'm going to build a Haradrim Palace. Alright chaps, wargs. So these are neutral enemies, which will attack any of the players, and once you've destroyed their building, you get the loot. Some more orcs in case I get attacked in the meantime. He's doing alright. Okay, let's cripple that building. Well done. As you can see, there's a little bit left. Come on. There we go, and now I get the loot. Okay, Haradrim Palace is up, let's get some Easterlings. Let's put them there. Very good anti-cavalry. In terms of tactics, this game has a bit of a rock, paper, scissors in terms of infantry and cavalry. So your basic swordsmen, or swords orcs like these, are decent at things like attacking archers and spearmen, but will fall very quickly to cavalry. To compensate that, you need things with spears, like these Easterlings, which I'll show you when they arrive. Can we get Dan out? If we go to, no, not that one. If we go to Heroes, recruit Dan, he costs 2,000, I'm still a little shy of that. So instead, there's Eastlings with their big spears. Yeah, men do like the cavalry in this game, so I need to keep an eye out for them. Let's get some more resources. And I'll tell you what I'll do as well. I will build a lumberyard, a lumber mill. A few trees, and you can deforest the map. Yes, I have now encountered the enemy and they are attacking me in force. In fact, I need to retreat. Let's build an arrow tower and let's see if I can survive this. So they've gone heavy with the infantry, I see. These guys aren't available at tier 1, you need to wait a while first. I could potentially lose this, but yeah, it's gone. Oh, not the Haradrim Cave. I think I'll do alright, my archers are really pulling in the weight. Yeah, need more. But they've got reinforcements, a lot of reinforcements. Okay, let's back off. Health doesn't exactly come back for these units, but the actual orcs do, if that makes sense. You'll see. Basically, they'll return in numbers, but they'll still be as weak as they were before. Man, I am getting slaughtered here. Arrow Tower is doing what it can. But yes, without other resources, actually, I know what I can do. Yeah, how do you like that? Okay, let's go back to building. Another Haradrim Palace. Okay, let's put them there. Okay, so I got a bit wrecked. Nothing to worry about, I still have some of my forces left I can recover.
We got chores to tend to. You know what to do.
But that was a little nasty. Maybe another arrow tower? Catapult? Nah, too expensive. More arrows. More Easterlings.
That one's finished. We spotted the enemy. Make yourself useful. All right. You ready? Ready your arrows.
Okay.
Get to more. There's another one attacking us.
Yeah, positioning in this game is crucial. In fact, if I retreat behind my base, my arrow towers will do the rest. But I think I'll be okay in this situation, but I could do with getting a battle tower. Okay, hopefully I can get some respite for a while. Another tower.
Make yourself useful. Lumber mills are being attacked. They're attacking our resources. The enemy is on us. What were we supposed to do after? Get ready to fight. We must push the west. Defend the builder.
Maybe Hardmen wasn't such a good idea after all.
Come, me slaves.
fire arrows on the case.
He's watching us. Get ready to fight!
Actually no. Come back, let my arrow tower do the work.
Make yourself useful.
There we go. I think I'll leave them there for now. I've got my Easterlings, which will help me against their cavalry, and my archers can take care of their infantry.
Another building, all finished up. So,
But I got hit very hard with their cavalry just now, and so my buildings are looking a little ill. Yeah, very ill.
get ready to fight!
Save money and whew, they're building in numbers. But I also get more powers as well, so let's get barricade. Graphically, I think this game has held up quite well despite being over a decade old. Obviously it's not as good as, say, Warhammer Total War, but it's not too bad either. Particularly as there's a lot going on the screen. Check that out. I'm losing orcs left, right and centre. Get some more. They can go back here. So yes, a lot of toing and throwing. They can't seem to get past my defences. I can't seem to build many buildings without them getting knocked down.
Is that the enemy? They're attacking the builder! Get your bows!
Now they're going for my barricade. Good.
They're attacking the camp!
You take that damage. Let's go for Dan. Come on, Dan, we need you.
Get moving!
And yet they keep on coming.
Get busy! They're attacking our base! Be ready! We've been waiting on you, Archers! The enemy is on us!
More orcs. Just nothing but orcs. Dan has arrived.
Open them up!
Go on, boy. Get him. Yeah. As you can see, he got a little bit of experience from that. But hopefully he'll turn the tide. Okay, now what do I really need to build? I need trolls. If nothing else, I'm going to show you the trolls when I can afford it. Go and chop some wood. There we go. Yeah. Numbers are now making the difference.
We've been waiting on you, Archers. Ready to fight?
Okay. No. Troll cage. Let's get another barricade out there. Can't afford him yet.
What's it gonna be?
Get Dan stuck in at the front.
Be ready.
Look at that move. It's not a crab.
Ring this way, quickly. They've picked up the ring. Going.
Oh, great technique, or great feature, is the One Ring, which has been taken by the enemy. Whoever gets their ring back to their base, and if they can afford it, they will get either Sauron if they're an evil team, or Galadriel if they're good. And they are OP! Okay, how's my troll cage looking? It could be better. Now I could go straight to the mountain troll, but I really want to get the attack troll up and running, so I'll have to wait a little longer. But let's get some more buildings.
Stay alert. Stay ready. We're not stopping here. You want some?
This is their base, looking very nice. That's Faramir as well. Good for something. Needs to go inside.
We've expanded the
There he goes. Now they have the One Ring, and if they have the money, they'll get Galadriel, and then I'll be really fucked. Get out of there. Didn't last long. Try that again. Okay. One more upgrade, and then we can bring in the attack troll. And they've got fire arrows. Very nasty. Come on. Eastlings up here. Down, round there. A little bit longer. Some more Eastlings in the meantime. If you like the long game, then a round like this is really going to be up your street. I do like the long game. I like just micromanaging everything and just trying to get every victory that I can. Right, Dango. Come on, Dan. Got some work to do. Got rangers to kill. Okay, attack troll. Bring him there. Yes, once again, it's not looking too good. Can Dan use a fireball thing? Yes, he can. Oh, sweet. Burn. I've got Rohirrim to deal with. Here it is. Here is the attack troll.
The attack troll is ready.
And the one thing attack trolls don't like is spears. The one thing which is there, more spears. Ah, isn't that great? Run away from the spears! Dan, you're on spear duty. I think Dan is gonna go down very... You see how much health got taken away? And actually, he's not a fan of either. And he's dead. However, Dan is still alive for now. But not for much longer. Okay, I think I will finish this game here. Obviously, this will take a lot of effort to try and win it. A lot of just rebuilding and careful management, which I don't have the time for. So, let's recap. This is a classic of a strategy game. If you like Lord of the Rings, it's a must. It is, I think, perhaps one of the best Lord of the Rings tie-in games ever made, although I haven't played all of them to say for sure. it captures the feel of being a general Middle-earth very, very well. Do I have time for another one? Maybe. Very large battles, not as big as, say, Total War. Dan's gonna die. Come on, Dan. Ah, Dan has fallen. Too bad. So yes, not as big as, say, Total War, but then again, how big it is really good, because you can have a more, I guess the word would be, intimate relationship with your units. You can see them upgrade, you can see them take damage, you can see them destroying my arrow towers. Yeah, this is not going to go too well for me at all. Come on, attack roll number 2. We've got, who's that? Theoden. Okay, attack roll, kill them if nothing else. You can make me feel a bit better. Yeah. Stupid Gondorians. It's like in that scene in the first film when they're at the battle, the massive battle, and Sauron is there with his massive mace and just goes, well, like that. Okay. Sorry, attack troll, you did your best. I'm gonna leave it there. My main base is gone, so let's call it a game. Ah yeah, so when you play, it gives you various different stats, which I will show you in one moment. Okay, more. See how long it lasted, how many buildings you made, how many creatures were killed, how many they killed, various ratios, all kinds of good stuff. Anyway, I shall leave it there. So yes, very good game, very strategic, still has a lot of legs left in it despite the servers being down. It won't ever come back, I'm afraid. EA have lost the rights to Lord of the Rings for quite some time, hence we have the Shadow of War, Shadow of Mordor games. But it's still a classic, and if you can find it in, say, a charity shop or second hand somewhere, I would get it. And if you can as well, get the expansion, Rise of the Witch King. It is a must. More units, more maps, a whole new army of Angmar, lots of sorcerers, lots of ice trolls, just lots of good stuff. I didn't even show you half of what this game has to offer. For the powers, you can actually summon a Balrog if you're Mordor. It's awesome. So much destruction. And if you're good, you get great stuff too. You get Ents, you get the Army of the Dead, you get various boulders falling from the sky. It is an absolute must if you like strategy games and Lord of the Rings. Anyway, that'll be it for now, so thank you for watching. My name is Dan, and you just saw me get my ass kicked at the Battle for Middle-earth 2. If you can find it. Now, one thing to say is that these games aren't cheap. Because they're no longer in circulation, people know it, so in the British terms, 20 quid, maybe more, is what you're likely to see, and that's just for the base game. But yes, I like it a lot, and if you like this video, then give me a sub or a subscribe, or, well, that's the same thing, never mind, or a like, or whatever you want. I absolutely would like to hear from you guys if you want to say anything. Anyway, bye for now.